This is happening in large cities. And the response from this online, especially to this video, is interesting. I want to bring up this tweet from Mark Klebaugh. He says, there's nothing nice or pleasing to live in a large blue city. You cannot have nice things. You cannot do nice things. It's nothing but a lawless, dirty, trashy hellscape. Make all the fun you want of us small town Southerners, but we have it nice out here in the country. He's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong. I think we have another response here. Kind of a joke. I mean, this is like a funny, not funny story, yeah. Big Mad Lad says, Wally isn't enjoying the urban diversity. It's funny, not funny, because obviously that's a funny comment, but is this what we are to expect in American cities? Here's the thing. California specifically, and the reason I'm talking about California is because we know specifically in San Francisco, although this is true in Los Angeles and in San Diego even as well, the homeless population, meaning the drug addicted or mentally ill population that lives on the street, is growing. There's tent cities that are cropping up everywhere. The politicians in these cities aren't doing anything about it. They're just trying to demand more money from the taxpayer when money isn't what is going to solve this problem. In fact, California has spent more than $20 billion, that's billion with a B, on housing for homeless people, meaning drug addicted and mentally deranged people. And yet it's not helping. These homeless camps, these tent cities are becoming more popular. They're taking over areas of cities and neighborhoods more than ever before. So it seems like this is money down the drain. In fact, there's a statistic that says half of people who are homeless actually decline to 55%. This is from San Francisco specifically. You can see this tweet on the screen from Darren. She says, the city of San Francisco released data last week showing that 55% of homeless individuals rejected shelter when offered it. And listen, anecdotally, I can corroborate this. My husband and I lived in San Diego for about 10 years, and he was always really drawn to helping the homeless, and he would oftentimes offer them food or water when they were out in the sun or when they were panhandling on the road. Not money, because you know that what they buy with money, but he would offer them food and water, and they would have fits when he offered them food and water. They would throw the food, reject it, like literally throw it on the ground in front of him because they just wanted money. They wanted money for what? What did they want money for if they said that they were panhandling for food, but when they were offered food, even food that was prepackaged as if they were in a position to be picky, if they didn't want the food, they just wanted the money for food, what do you think they wanted the money for? He would also offer to take them to homeless shelters, especially ones that were run by religious people, and they didn't want to go. They didn't want to go. There were tons of homeless shelters that had beds available, and these mentally ill and drug-addled people refused to go. So asking for more money, the way that California politicians are doing to supposedly change this problem, isn't going to change the problem. What will change the problem? Well, we can have that conversation in a larger sense, but if you look at the statistics of what happened when we desisted using mental institutions, the prison population went up with mentally deranged and drug-addled people, and a lot of them ended up on the streets because these people's families didn't take care of them. So maybe it requires a social movement as well as government action to take care of this problem, but not government action the way that the leftists in California are trying to fix this problem. They're trying to increase a welfare state and siphon taxpayer money from hardworking Americans and put it towards programs that don't solve the problem. Maybe we have to get back to common sense, how we know we have to solve these problems, because it's entertaining in a sense to watch these delivery drones be hijacked by these homeless people in these big cities, but it's not the country that we want to live in. So we are facing a choice. Is this what we want to continue to be, or do we want to change it? This is the funniest thing I've seen on Twitter in a long time. Maybe you've seen this already. Maybe you haven't. You probably have. But if you have, let's enjoy this together. This, could I have a drum roll, please? This is our neighbor to the north, Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau tweeted, can we show this on the screen? This is like the worst tweet that's ever hit X. I said I was going to call it X now, right? Justin Trudeau posts a picture of himself in a pink hoodie, disheveled hair, standing with, it's his son, by the way, for anybody who has seen this but didn't know, that is his son. His son is wearing a pink skin-tight shirt, and Justin Trudeau, they're standing in front of a Barbie poster at the movie theater, and Justin Trudeau's caption is, "We're Team Barbie." Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, well, that's a little emasculating there, Justin, well, then you'd be right. If you think, How embarrassing that the leader of Canada is Team Barbie. Well, you'd also be right. And if it makes you wonder why exactly Justin Trudeau is getting divorced from his wife after 18 years, far be it from me to make fun of someone's marital demise. I think it's completely destructive, not only for his family, but for society, and I refuse to take part in any kind of joy or mockery of it, but it does make you wonder. It does make you wonder. This guy running Canada, it reminds me actually, the reason a lot of people are making fun of this, my producer Rebecca had a good point about this. Justin Trudeau always tweets in English, and then he tweets the exact same thing in French, probably because Canada is, you know, French speaking and English speaking. But the interesting thing is if you look at the bottom of this picture, this is in French, this tweet only got 3 million views, whereas the English version, can you bring up the English version so I can see the number? It's 36 million views. So the English version was seen at least all over the United States, if not all over the world. And the response from this is pretty much like our response. People did not like it. And the reason that this is so upsetting, or that, that this has elicited so much mockery, is because of who Justin Trudeau is, right? This isn't a one-off. This is not him being a loser lame-o one time. It's because Justin Trudeau is running Canada into the ground. He's not only woke and silly and ridiculous and wore blackface once, he was a complete tyrant when it came to COVID. Remember, these are the things that Justin Trudeau said about COVID while COVID was happening. Take a look at this.
So the folks out there tonight shouting, the anti-vaxxers, they're wrong. If you want to get on a plane or a train in the coming months, you're going to have to be fully vaccinated, because everyone needs to get vaccinated, and those people are putting us all at risk. And yes, there is a small fringe element in this country that is angry, that doesn't believe in science, that is lashing out with racist, misogynistic attacks. Those protesters.
Wait, are we racist and misogynistic for not taking the vax too now?
Anti-vaxxer mobs.
I didn't even remember that.
They don't get to dictate policy of this government. Get vaccinated.
Well,
and you
I think
know
we
what?
do.
If you don't want to get vaccinated, that's your choice. But don't think you can get on a plane or a train beside vaccinated people and put them at risk.
Aussi des gens qui sont farouchement opposés à la vaccination.
Qui sont extrémistes.
Qui croient pas dans la science, qui sont souvent misogynes, souvent racistes aussi. C'est
I forgot that he did this. I forgot that he tried to associate people who declined to get the ineffective and unsafe mRNA jab. I forgot he conflated them and said that they're racist and misogynistic also often as well.
And I am not going to
oh, you need to
no matter
correct
how
them.
many of them show up to try and shout us down from what I know to be true, what science tells us.
Oh my gosh, that video, whoever runs against him in the next election has got to use that video as campaign ad. His nasally voice. You have got to correct them. Hi guys, it's Liz Wheeler. Don't forget to watch my show, The Liz Wheeler Show, every night at 7 p.m. on the First TV. You can download the free First TV app, or you can visit thefirsttv.com/Liz and start watching today.